All right, so I bowled a lot of tournaments. Sometimes, you know what, you know that pattern. Sometimes you don't know the pattern. I'm gonna show you ways to get into it, how to be lined up, hopefully a lot faster, you'll be more successful. First of all, let's look at it if we do know the pattern. Well, I wanna go back in my mind and say, hey, you know what, did I bowl on a similar one? Or did I bowl on one in that bowling center? It's gonna help me where I'm going to throw my ball with my target, break point, even ball decisions. Let's get into some more fine details if they give you what that pattern is. We're going to start with, they tell you what the distance. Well, if it's between 35 and 40 feet, I would characterize that short to medium patterns. You're going to use medium, weaker bowling balls. You got to have that ball get further down the lane because the pattern isn't very long. For example, the break point also, typically using that rule of 31, we subtract it from maybe 40, the pattern break point is about 9. Well, if it's 35 feet, the pattern is going to be even further outside. That's usually what happens when we have patterns between 35 and 40 feet. Also, our angles can be a little bit more open. Well, why is this? We have more time for that ball to leave the end of the pattern and still hit the pocket. The opposite, if we get to medium or longer patterns on 40 feet and beyond, I'm going to typically grab a ball that's medium to a stronger type of ball. The pattern being longer, not as much area there to hit the head pin and get to the pocket. So once I use a medium to a stronger bowling ball, the entry angle has to be a little bit less. If the break point is further inside, I don't have as much room to miss to the right and bring it back. Once again, keeping my angles a little straighter. All right, there's a lot of tournaments where we don't know what the pattern is. Well, I want to find out trouble spots to throw the bowling ball, otherwise known as in golf, the sand traps. We can't see them on the lane, so we got to figure it out by throwing balls. Sometimes it's just trial and error. First of all, I'm going to start further outside. I want to throw one maybe at 5 board, maybe at 10 board. I'll find out right away if that's a spot I can or can't throw the ball. I'm also going to start with more of a medium benchmark reaction. This is going to give me a consistent feel for the lane. I can go from there to a weaker, stronger ball. A lot of different spots on the lane. Sometimes I might want to keep my break point at 10 or even further inside if I can figure out it's a longer pattern. Shorter pattern, be closer to the gutter. I hope all these things help you. It's what I try to do in tournaments if I know or if I don't know the pattern.